Welcome to this exclusive tutorial that only be found on this platform, and here I'll be sharing all of the details and tricks and tips I know about getting clients on Upwork, how to get to 100,000 within a year. I got to this in less than a year with doing AI websites, so I didn't do a lot of Webflow or Framework websites. Most of these are lovable builds, very quick designs that I create with Lovable and then built with whether it was I create design with Figma AI and built with Lovable, or built with Lovable and then hire someone to rebuild that with Framer or Webflow, which is pretty easy. And I'll share all of the tips so you can get started on Upwork very quickly. Within a few days you can get started and find your first client if you do everything that I share in this video, if you apply all of the techniques and if you use all of the templates and resources that I'll be sharing with you today. You will be able to achieve that today. So thank you for joining the platform. Thank you for watching this tutorial. And yeah, so let's start from the most important thing, is that you have to start as soon as possible, and then you have to start sending a lot of proposals per day. So when you're starting out, it can be up to 5 or 10 proposals. It will be expensive, but if you get started and if you do that for a couple of days, you'll achieve success. So in this video, I'll also do demos on how I would apply, what would I say, and what would I do to get the client 100% of the times. And there is a specific tricks that I will share with you today. So the first thing you have to do is either you have to set up your profile to look for websites, or you have to go to search here and type Lovable website, anything like that, because we'll be building not only for Lovable, we can look for the client that just need the website, and then we can sell them on Lovable website, or we can sell them on Framer website, but we don't have to design, we can just build it with Lovable with AI and then rebuild that. So let's say this client, and let's open it to see what kind of job is this. So as you can see, he is charging he says 20 to 60 US dollars per hour, which is great. And this says that he has 58 hires and 50k total spent and 57 hires, meaning he spends around 1,000 per project. If this is the amount you want to work with, you can apply. For me, it would be little. I look for clients that spend at least 4,000 to 5,000 per one freelancer. That means they would likely spend that much money with me. But if it's okay for you, then you just would click apply, and then there's a simple prompt that you would send with this application. And also you would record a quick loom, as you can see here. Hey, this is exactly what I do for a living. So I actually recorded a video for you explaining the website you want, and then the video is basically, I will show you in, let's say I'm recording this for a client in 3, 2, 1. Hey, I just saw your job posting and I thought that this would be the exactly thing that I do. I run a YouTube channel and I also do a Twitter content sharing with people how to build that. So I would actually open my Twitter account and go over the details. Like, I'll show you, here is some of the designs that I've done, here's some stuff that I do, and I'd love to help that build that for you. And yeah, so you says you're looking for a Webflow designer. I work with Webflow, and you want a front-end developer for a SaaS website. So the SaaS website is exactly what I do. Project overview. So you're seeking an experienced Webflow designer and front-end developer to design and build high-end quality production-ready marketing website for your startup in the cloud contact center space. And you seek an ongoing partner who can work with you to grow site iteratively from design to go live and to expansion. Yeah, so basically that's exactly also what I focus on for, to the whole way, not just design. I also help with development, with publishing it, with SEO and all those other stuff that you need to have a successful website. And this is not a template-driven project. We're looking for a custom designed site with strong UX thinking, excellent typography, and professional layout structures suitable for B2B technology audience. Exactly, I know that I don't like myself these WordPress theme templated websites. I focus on high-end motion animated 3D kind of websites. And here is the scope of work. So you're looking for the homepage, custom layout, ensuring clean Webflow structure, optimizing performance, CMS, everything is doable. Definitely I can help with all of those. The designer developer should be comfortable with handling both visual design and Webflow front-end. Yeah, I work with, my background is primarily in design, but I also do no-code development. About the product, yeah, pretty explainable. Design expectations. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to get on a quick call and we can discuss how we can work together, and thank you for watching. And then I would just hit save. And just a few comments about this. In the beginning, I forgot to mention it, but to make the person watch until the end, you would usually say, hey, just saw your job posting, and the quick Loom video, I'll explain my work process, the timeline, the budget. You have to say that you will explain the budget and stuff, but you don't actually have to. As you've seen, like in the end, I didn't mention the budget, I didn't mention the timeline. It's just like a hook to keep them watching, and then you call to action, which is basically, hey, let's get on a quick call and discuss how we can work together. If you're comfortable with call in English, that is very big boost. If you're not, that is not a problem. I have a lot of friends that do the Upwork and they don't really speak English, but they do close a lot of people on Upwork, and they're making around 3,000 to 4,000 a month, consistently recurring revenue without knowing English at all. So I don't know how you're watching this, how you're listening to this if you're not good at English, but just in case. And then you would just use this, which you'll find in the description for cover letter from this lesson. And you'll basically just copy this, and you would replace the link, and you would replace these links with some of your beautiful websites that you've made. And then you can say, try me out for 3 days risk-free. If unsatisfied, I'll give you a full refund, no question asked. So the way that it works, how you can afford giving a 3 days risk-free trial, it's very simple, because you would just have one update in that time, and that one update would be just basically a hero section that you generate with AI. So whether it's lovable, whether it's anti-gravity, you would just do all of the tutorials that I've sent, basically find an inspiration. For example, on Dribble, you would just take a screenshot of that, and you would ask AI to remix it for the client's project. Just copy literally the thing that the client said, go to Upwork, to Lovable, and say, I like this design inspiration, and the client sent this long summary. Let's create just a hero section for the whole website that the client described, but don't do anything extra hero section, just one hero section based on the reference that I've just sent. And then that would be it. You would just create that in a few seconds, then you would wait a couple of days, and at the end of the second day or at the end of the first day, you would just send that. And if clients like it, then of course you keep working. If the client doesn't like it, you'll just give him refund and no question asked at that point. You didn't work too much at that. But this will at least 10x your close rate, because if clients know that if it's a service-based business and you're still willing to give a refund, that means your value as a service provider is very, very valuable. But just one caveat here: whenever you whether you create a contract or whether you describe it on Upwork, make sure to say that this is only they can apply only 3 days in. After that, this is not applies. And yeah, so also end with a question. Always end with a question. Can you please also share the brand guide or content? Basically, this question would be based on whatever they provide here on Upwork. If they end it with something like once we start working, I'll send you a Figma link. Then you can say, can you please share the Figma link with me so I can see, or something like that. Just end with that, and this will also guarantee that they will reply. But the biggest thing that will guarantee that they will reply is boosting. So there is on Upwork, you have to always boost. If you record a Loom video, if you spend like a couple of minutes to do that, then do not save those 40 or 50 connects. Do not save those few dollars. Just boost it, and then the clients will likely see this because you will be sending a lot of these. So 1, 2, 3 a day, they will definitely see. They will definitely reply, and this is how you get replies on Upwork. Once there is a reply, then get them on a quick call. There is this website that I just created for this tutorial with all of the templates that I use to communicate with client. Those are not written by AI, those everything that I use. So like, for example, if you start working with someone, you can say, hello, I'm graphic UI designer. I'll be glad to help you with this task. If you have, this is also, you can say at the beginning, if you have any more questions. If you have also the process, hey, if you created the first update, you can say, hey, or if the client gave you a feedback, you can say, I'll consider all your comments in my next update and we'll come back with it today, tomorrow, or on Monday. Basically, what's the day? And yeah, this will also improve your professionality. If you have these professional responses, they're not sounding like AI, but they are great in terms of stuff. You can also check the feedback. Hey, I hope you're doing well. I understand you must be very busy. Could you please tell me if you managed to look through the latest updates for this task? So basically these have conversation for every occasion that you might need to work with your clients. Let's look a couple of more examples how we can apply. So I'm scrolling down, I'm seeing this work, and let's just look at what he needs here. So right out of the bat, I see the hourly rate is $15 to $35 an hour. This is way below what I charge, so I wouldn't apply to this. But I know for a lot of you, this would be a great starting point, especially if you don't have any jobs on Upwork. He had 4,000 spent with 37 hires. So that means, let's see, 3,600 and divided by 37 hires. He spends $97 per hire. This is very little. The chances that he will respond to you if you apply, because I don't think a lot of people would apply to this low-paying job. But let's see what he needs. Senior Webflow developer, designer for a boutique travel website build. There is also a lot of, like, if you're not comfortable with Lovable, there is also a lot of Webflow templates. So like Webflow templates, especially around travel niche. So that also a good like AI type of thing to do if you're starting out and you wanted to have the client. So I can just the travel, and here instead of creating a AI design, you would just replace the content in the hero with obviously the client's content, and then prompt AI to write a content, to create images, create videos for your site, so it doesn't look templated too much. And yeah, so let's look at the rest of the proposal. It is very long, so I wouldn't really apply to that. It's not my type of style. We can see that this one, 1830, also not too much. So if you want to have better jobs, click best matches. If you want to have all most recent, these ones on the best matches will very likely be very competitive, so the chances that you will get a response is a little lower. The most recent are, you have a big chance to get the reply there, but they're usually not so good paying, or the clients are not so good. But I have found few gems there, like once, twice, 3 times a day. In most recent, there's a very good gem that if you apply, not a lot of people will apply to this, and you will get a response and you will get a lot of money from that client. But yeah, so let's go through one more, and then I'll show you a very important part about completing your profile, how to fill it out, and make sure that it is actually converting people, because that's also very important. So we have this one, which is senior framer developer for high-end Swiss agency. I prefer not to work with European brands. I prefer to work with United States always. Europeans are stingy for websites. They cannot pay like 10,000, 20,000 for a website. For American, this is like a normal price, but for a European, it's like, oh my god, dude, I can fucking build a house for that money. So nah, they cannot. But yeah, so where's the others jobs? As you can see, a lot of Webflow here, but as I've told you, that's not a problem. So there is the one, $60 per hour. Let's look how much he hired on Upwork. He has hired 68 people, so it's a little bit less than 1,000 per hire, but we have a $20 per hour. So let's record for him video. Let's say, hey, just noticed your job posting and I thought that I would be the perfect fit. So yeah, let me just quickly go through this, and if I can give you a timeline, the budget, the timeline, the budget, I'll do that. But for now, I also run a YouTube channel where I share with other people how to build beautiful websites and how to use no code, how to use AI to create those websites. I grew it to almost 15,000 subscribers, so I'd really like to share this knowledge and help with you. And I know I have a lot of experience. I think I'm the best in this niche, in this market, so you'll definitely be good working with me. So let me just quickly go through it. So you're a B2B SaaS company looking for an experienced web designer to design the new strategic website page template that will convert, that will become scalable section on our site. So you already have site understand. These pages are aimed at higher intent visitors. So we're looking for someone who understands conversion focused SaaS design, clear information, hierarchy and scalability, modern trust, building UI, structuring content for evaluating stage buyers, strong CTA placement and forum integration. Yeah, so I have a lot of experience in all of these. I work primarily with SaaS design. As you can see from my YouTube channel, a lot of these are modern SaaS websites that can definitely help you with. And yeah, so let me just quickly go through the rest of that. The ideal candidate will have proven B2B SaaS website experience, strong portfolio. You can check my portfolio on my Upwork page, and you can also check the positive reviews that the client have about working with me. So just go there and you'll have access to that. And also clear communicator. Yeah, I'm really good with texting, with messaging, staying on time, and keeping the deadline. 2-3 relevant SaaS website examples. Yeah, so everything sounds good to me. You asked here, describe your experience with similar project. Yeah, so I have a lot of experience with SaaS, as I described earlier, and please list any certification related to this project. My YouTube channel, my Twitter, where I share this knowledge, I think that would be enough. And yeah, so let me know if you'd like to get on a quick call and we can discuss how we work together. And I would also, here where it says the question, I would just do not answer them again. I would just say, and here's the link, or I answer them in the Loom. And again, I would just send the same Loom. I would just update the link and update this question. I think it would be different for each of them. You can just ask AI like this. If you're on Mac, you can click Show Writing Tools, and you can click Compose. Ask one short question based on this task. Or use ChatGPT. I'm just using this because it's quick. And then you would just have a question. Can you provide 2-3 examples of SaaS website that you design, that you like? Yeah, basically I would say, can you provide 2-3 examples of SaaS websites that you like? And that would be it for this job. I would boost it again, and then I would hope that the client will see it. This costs 31 proposal, 31 connects, not little. And then you have to boost it as well, so that would be a little bit more expensive. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And one important part, yeah, about the profile, you want your profile picture to have contrast. Mine currently doesn't, but ideally your profile picture will have like color, which is contrast with your face. So let's say like this. Color that would work well would be something like maybe bright, or something that is not typical, because client, when scrolling and when they see, cannot really update that, when they see that something is standing out, it's like marketing 101. If you wanted to get a click, make it stand out. So if they see this avatar versus like something like this, something that has very little contrast like this, let's say, they will most likely click on this. Even worse, if this is just like a plain background with your room in the back, it would not likely get a click. Of course, you have to be careful to not change it too much, because Upwork might ask you to replace it. And yeah, also copy some popular description. Just go here, type lovable, or type cursor, framer, whatever you're working with. Find the biggest person in that niche and literally copy their description. Just change the name, change the experience, change the price that you're charging. But other than that, keep everything the same, since this would be a best option for you. And yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for being part of this platform. Hope this was helpful, and see you in the next one.